Emily Vasquez was like a breath of fresh air at just 14 years old. With bright eyes and an infectious smile, she had a spirit as lively as the music that filled her home. Her greatest joy was sharing tunes with her dad, who had a remarkable talent for singing. Their favorite song, "That's Life," became their anthem, a reminder of resilience and the ups and downs of life. In the comfort of their living room, they would often belt out the lyrics together, laughter mixing with heartfelt notes. But things changed when Emily's dad fell seriously ill. As days turned into months, the joyful melodies that once echoed in their home started to fade. Emily felt a heavy sadness clouding her family, yet the bond they shared through music remained strong. She believed deep down that those cherished moments could help him fight against his illness. When she heard Frank Sinatra was performing nearby, a spark of hope ignited in her heart. She knew she had to reach out to him in some way. With trembling hands and a determined spirit, she penned a note filled with love and longing, the ultimate plea for her dad. Her wish was simple yet powerful, to hear "That's Life" sung live, believing it might lift her father's spirits from afar. As Emily watched her father's health decline, the joyful song sessions became fewer and farther between. Once filled with laughter and music, their home now echoed with silence and worry. Her dad had been diagnosed with a serious illness, and the news shook their family to its core. They went from sharing dreams and laughter to facing long hospital visits and treatments that left him weak. Emily felt the weight of sadness rest heavily on her heart. She often caught herself reminiscing about the times they would sing "That's Life" together, their voices blending perfectly as they celebrated life's ups and downs. It was a coping mechanism for her, an escape from the harsh reality looming over them. As days turned into weeks, Emily saw how much this illness affected not only her father but also her mother, who tried to keep things together while battling her own fears. The atmosphere grew tense, filled with unspoken worries about what the future might hold. This struggle made Emily realize that she needed to do something meaningful to lift her dad's spirits. Determined to bring a glimmer of hope back into their lives, she thought of Frank Sinatra's concert. If only she could find a way to connect the two worlds, she believed it might reignite the spark in her dad's heart. Their song was just waiting for a chance to be heard once more. Determined to make a difference, Emily found a quiet moment in the chaos of her thoughts. She sat down at the small kitchen table, the familiar scent of her mother's cooking wafting through the air as the evening sun cast a warm glow across the room. Taking out a piece of paper, she felt a mix of hope and anxiety. With every stroke of her pen, she poured her heart into the note. She wrote about how much her dad loved singing "That's Life," and how it had been their special song, one that had always brought them joy even during tough times. As tears filled her eyes, she described his struggle with illness, and how much she wished for some light in his life again. Her words flowed with raw sincerity. "Please sing it for him." Emily folded the note carefully, feeling the weight of her hopes within its creases. This was not just a request, it was a plea for connection and love, a way to bridge the gap between her father's pain and the uplifting power of music. With a trembling hand, she handed the folded note to an usher before the show, her heart racing as anticipation mixed with fear of what might happen next. Would Sinatra understand? Could this simple act bring joy back to her father's weary heart? The atmosphere in the concert hall buzzed with excitement as fans filled every seat, their chatter blending into a lively hum. Colorful lights danced over the stage, illuminating the grand piano where Frank Sinatra would soon perform. The air was thick with anticipation, and a sense of magic hung in the room, making it feel almost electric. Emily sat among the crowd, her heart pounding in rhythm with the beat of her hopes. Around her, audience members chatted animatedly, sharing stories of their favorite Sinatra songs and experiences. The laughter and cheers added to the warm ambience, creating a feeling of community that wrapped around Emily like a comforting blanket. As the lights dimmed, a hush fell over the audience. Each person leaned forward in their seats, eager for the show to begin. The sound of soft music floated through the air, and Emily could feel her excitement bubbling just beneath the surface. She glanced at the stage, imagining Sinatra appearing, his smooth voice captivating everyone. In that moment, she clutched the folded note tightly in her hand, a tangible reminder of her mission. Emily knew that this concert was not just an entertainment event, but a chance to connect her father's love for music with the iconic performer. With bated breath, she waited for the moment when Sinatra would take the stage and begin to weave his magic through song. As the concert lights dimmed further, Emily felt the moment had arrived. With her heart racing, she took a deep breath and glanced around the buzzing crowd one last time before focusing on the usher standing nearby. The usher was busy guiding excited fans to their seats, but Emily could see kindness in his eyes. Summoning every ounce of courage, she approached him, her palms slightly sweaty as she clutched the folded note tightly. Each step felt like a leap of faith. She could hear her heartbeat pounding in her ears, mixing with the sounds of laughter and chatter around her. Was she really about to do this? "Excuse me," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. The usher turned, giving her his full attention. Emily's hands trembled as she held out the note, feeling a wave of nervousness wash over her. "Can you please give this to Frank Sinatra?" she asked, her heart filled with hope. His face softened as he took the note from her hand. "I'll make sure he gets it," he assured her with a warm smile. In that moment, hope surged through Emily, mingling with uncertainty. Would Sinatra read her words? Would they reach him in the way she intended? As she stepped back into the crowd, anticipation bubbled within her. She knew she had taken an important step for her dad. Backstage, Frank Sinatra sat in his dressing room, a calm before the storm of the performance. As he prepared for the show, he noticed a small folded note resting on his piano. Curiosity piqued, he picked it up and unfolded it gently, his fingers brushing over the delicate paper. As he read Emily's heartfelt words, his expression shifted from curiosity to deep empathy. The emotional weight of her message hit him like a wave, the plea of a young girl asking for help to bring joy to her dying father. The mention of their shared song, "That's Life," resonated with him, reminding him of the power music held to uplift spirits and connect people in profound ways. Sinatra paused, reflecting on the connection between music and healing that he had witnessed throughout his career. He felt a surge of compassion for Emily and her father, understanding the desperation behind her request. With renewed purpose, he made a decision: he would honor her wish during the concert. Sinatra knew that singing "That's Life" directly to Emily would not only pay tribute to her father but also send a message of strength and hope. He smiled softly to himself, feeling grateful for the chance to make a difference in their lives through his music. As the concert reached its peak, Frank Sinatra sang with all his heart, captivating the audience with his smooth voice and timeless charm. Midway through a song, he paused, a glint of recognition in his eyes as he scanned the crowd. Then, he spotted Emily, her bright eyes sparkling with excitement and hope. "Emily, come here!" he called out, waving her on stage. The audience erupted into applause, their cheers echoing through the hall as Emily stood frozen for a moment in disbelief. Was this really happening? With encouragement from the crowd, she dashed up to the stage, her heart racing. As she reached Sinatra, he gently took her hand, his warm smile instantly putting her at ease. The lights dimmed slightly, creating an intimate atmosphere as Sinatra began to sing "That's Life," dedicating every word to Emily. He sang with such emotion, his eyes locked onto hers, making it feel as if the song was meant just for her and her father. The audience watched in awe, captivated by this touching moment that intertwined love and music. After finishing the song, Sinatra leaned in close and whispered, "Tell your dad he's got fight left in him." Emily's heart swelled with gratitude as she nodded, tears of joy filling her eyes. In that moment, surrounded by applause and magic, Emily felt the power of music like never before. As the music began, Sinatra's voice filled the hall, rich and smooth like velvet. He looked deeply into Emily's eyes, his gaze warm and reassuring, as if he were singing just for her. Each note of "That's Life" poured from him with genuine emotion, wrapping around Emily like a comforting embrace. He sang about the ups and downs of life, every word resonating with not only the lyrics but also the weight of Emily's heartfelt story. The audience watched in rapt attention, captivated by the connection unfolding on stage. Sinatra's voice was powerful yet tender, perfectly matching the message of resilience that the song conveyed. As he reached the chorus, he leaned closer to Emily, his sincerity shining through as he emphasized each line with care. You could feel his compassion radiating from him. This performance was more than just a song. It was a heartfelt tribute to a girl's love for her father, and a reminder of hope during difficult times. With every verse, Sinatra seemed to channel his energy directly into Emily's spirit, encouraging her to believe in strength amidst her challenges. When he finished the song, applause erupted around them, but for Emily it felt like time had stopped. In that moment, surrounded by love and music, she knew she had shared something extraordinary with Sinatra, a moment that would forever be etched in her heart. As the final notes of "That's Life" lingered in the air, Sinatra leaned in closer to Emily, his expression shifting from performer to confidant. The applause of the audience faded into a gentle background hum, creating an intimate bubble around them. He looked into her eyes, sincerity radiating from his every word. "Emily," he whispered softly, "tell your dad he's got fight left in him." His voice was low and comforting, layered with an understanding that transcended the performance. In that moment, it felt as if the world outside had vanished. It was just the two of them sharing a profound connection. Emily felt a rush of warmth and strength wash over her at his words. It was more than just encouragement. It was a lifeline thrown to her during a turbulent time. Sinatra's presence exuded hope, reminding her that even in darkness, there was light to be found. The message was clear: her father's battle was not over, and he still had the support of those who cared. With tears glistening in her eyes, Emily nodded, feeling a mix of gratitude and determination swell within her. This moment would become a cherished memory, a reminder of resilience not only for her father but for herself as well. As she stepped back from the stage, she carried Sinatra's reassuring words with her, ready to share them with her dad and ignite the hope they both desperately needed. As Sinatra finished the song, the emotional atmosphere in the venue shifted dramatically. The audience erupted into applause, but it was more than just appreciation for a performance. It was an outpouring of shared feelings and connection. Many were visibly moved, wiping away tears or exchanging knowing glances, touched by the heartfelt tribute they had just witnessed. Emily stood on stage, her heart full but her eyes glistening with tears. The audience's reaction reflected her own emotions, recognition of the struggles of love, loss, and hope. They felt the weight of her story and admired her courage to reach out in such a public manner. It was as if the entire venue had become a giant family, united by the power of music and shared humanity. Sinatra's ability to convey deep emotion resonated with everyone present. They were not merely spectators but participants in a moment that transcended entertainment. The heartfelt connection between Emily and Sinatra reminded them all of their loved ones and the battles they faced, igniting a spark of hope within their hearts. As the applause continued, Emily could sense the warmth of support surrounding her. This moment was not just about her father. It was a celebration of resilience that inspired each person in the audience to embrace their own struggles with newfound strength. The magic of music had woven them together in a tapestry of empathy and love. After the concert, Emily returned home with a heart full of hope and determination. The experience had been transformative, and she felt a renewed sense of strength not only for herself but also for her father. She couldn't wait to share the powerful message Sinatra had given her. "Tell your dad he's got fight left in him." That evening, Emily sat beside her dad's hospital bed, her heart racing with anticipation. She took his hand gently and recounted every detail of the concert, the warmth of the audience, and how Sinatra had sung just for her. As she spoke, she could see a flicker of interest light up in her father's eyes, and that flicker quickly grew into something more, a spark of hope. With each word, Emily felt their bond strengthen, the music they once shared weaving back into their lives. Her father listened intently, the song's lyrics echoing in his mind as he absorbed his daughter's joy and courage. The love between them blossomed anew, reminding them both that even in the toughest times, they were not alone. In the days that followed, Emily's father began to show signs of resilience. They sang, "That's Life," together again, filling the room with laughter and music. The echoes of Sinatra's encouragement lingered, igniting a shared hope between them, a reminder that love and support could light their way through even the darkest times. The interaction with Emily Vasquez left a profound impact on Frank Sinatra, touching him in ways he hadn't anticipated. As he walked off stage, the echoes of applause still ringing in his ears, he reflected on the powerful moment they had shared. For Sinatra, performing was not just about entertaining, it was about connecting with people and making a difference in their lives. Seeing Emily's bravery reminded him of the healing potential of music. Her story resonated within him, rekindling the purpose behind his art. Sinatra realized that his songs had the power to uplift spirits and bring hope, especially during life's darkest moments. He understood that beyond the spotlight and adoring fans, there were real stories of struggle and resilience that needed to be shared and supported. In the days following the concert, Sinatra found himself thinking often of Emily and her father. He felt inspired to use his platform not just for performance but also to spread messages of hope and encouragement. This experience reinforced his belief in music as a universal language that could unite people and foster empathy. As he prepared for his next show, Sinatra felt a renewed commitment to infuse each performance with not only entertainment but also meaning, a reminder for everyone that love, support, and resilience could light up even the darkest paths. In this way, Emily's heartfelt note had transformed Sinatra as much as it had uplifted her spirit. The story of Emily Vasquez and Frank Sinatra beautifully illustrates the profound power of music in connecting people, especially during challenging times. Through a simple act of sharing her heartfelt note, Emily reached out to a legendary artist, igniting a moment that transcended the concert stage. Sinatra's response to her plea not only uplifted Emily's spirits, but also brought renewed hope to her father, reminding them both that they were not alone in their struggles. This interaction highlighted how music can serve as a lifeline, providing comfort and connection when life feels overwhelming. Sinatra's performance became a testament to love, support, and resilience, resonating deeply with everyone in the audience. The emotional bond created during that song rippled outward, uniting strangers who recognized their own battles within Emily's story. In the aftermath, both Emily and Sinatra emerged transformed. Emily returned home with a sense of empowerment and strength, ready to inspire her father as they navigated his illness together. Meanwhile, Sinatra was reminded of the deeper purpose behind his art, using music as a tool for healing and connection. Ultimately, this touching narrative serves as a reminder that even one simple act can ignite hope and comfort in profound ways, showcasing how music has the unique ability to weave hearts together, fostering empathy and resilience in our shared human experience. The story of Emily Vasquez and Frank Sinatra serves as a powerful reminder of how music can be a source of strength and comfort, especially in challenging times. Their heartfelt connection illustrates the importance of cherishing relationships and reaching out for support when faced with adversity. Emily's courage to share her struggles through a simple note not only changed her own life but also inspired Sinatra to reflect on the deeper impact of his art. This experience encourages others to recognize the healing power of music and its ability to bring people together, fostering empathy and resilience. It shows that even small acts of vulnerability can lead to profound connections, igniting hope in both the giver and receiver. The legacy of this moment will resonate with those who hear their story, reminding them that love and support are essential tools for navigating life's difficulties. As people face their own challenges, they can draw inspiration from Emily's journey, leveraging music as a means to express emotions and strengthen bonds with loved ones. This narrative ultimately encourages individuals to embrace their relationships fully, using the power of music to uplift themselves and those around them, ensuring that no one has to face their battles alone. In embracing this message, we can all become catalysts for hope and comfort in our communities.